Hello there YouTube and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot 4, The Wrath of Cortex, the playthrough from 8-Bit Preston. So that was quite the strange intro, as I'm obviously changing my stuff up a little bit. So now I'm going to be saying like, hey YouTube and stuff, because obviously I'm getting a larger audience. But, which one are we loading? This one, 8-Bit, confirm. Yes. Okay, so this is obviously the continued playthrough of Crash 4. So in the last episode we did levels 1, 2 and 3 and we have all gems on them so far. I don't think I'm going to get the gem in level 4 and 5. Maybe, hopefully, I don't know. But yeah, this series is going to be really fun for me to record because I had a blast recording the last episode. So I might record about 2 to 3 episodes of this today and then continue with Sonic Heroes. So without further ado, let's just get back into the playthrough. Take me away! Ah, yes, the loading times. God forbid. Faster, please. Thank you. Oh, Wizards and Lizards. How I nearly forgot this level. But, in all fairness, this level is probably one of the best in the whole game, because not only has it got some brilliant music, but excuse me? Okay, but the theme of the level, like, perfectly matches what the level's name is. Wizards, there you go, you can already see a wizard in the stage, and then what it means by lizards comes up later on in the stage. And it's not too far into the stage when the lizards part happens, and it's actually quite a cool part of the level as well. And another great detail of this level, for fuck's sake, I've not played this game for a long time, so I might have a couple of silly deaths. Anyways, but another great feature of this level is that the stained glass windows in the background actually have images of the Crash Bandicoot bosses. So we have... Really? Come on, game. So, obviously we've got Cortex because it wouldn't be Crash Bandicoot if Cortex wasn't here. And then we've got other characters like Engine, Entropy, the Komodo brothers from Crash Bandicoot 2, which don't come back in this game. I don't know what game they came back in until the End Trilogy actually. So if we spin you away, slide past you, look, you can see there's a stained glass window of Cortex, and then there's an image of Tiny Tiger, which is really, really cool. Before we start with the lizards part of the level, we're going to just jump on you really quickly, come to this bonus part, do a couple of spins with some terrible frame rate. Boing. So for this bonus stage, you have to be extremely precise because one screw up and then you're done for, and you won't have all the boxes. Right, that's how accurate they want you to be. But can I just say, the bonus music in this game is actually brilliant. As not only is it another remix of the Crash 3 Warpman theme like the real game's theme is, it's like, it matches what the level is, whether it's like medieval, scientific, cold, mysterious. Honestly, it's really great how they decided to make multiple instead of just having the one. So that's good. That's good on Traveller's Tales part. But people say this game is bad, and they only say it's good for its soundtrack, similar to what people do with Sonic 06. But obviously, Sonic 06 is an agreeable statement because let's be honest, it's Sonic 06. But this game, I don't think so, because this is still my favourite game to date. And it's just a blast to play, I think. Like, I love playing this game, and the rest of those boxes are Nitro. Well, let me count if there's 3 Nitros, so that's 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we didn't mess up. Right, come on, faster. And then, cue the lizards. It's not a lizard, it's a dragon. But, it looks like a lizard. I think there's a lizard at some point in the stage, but for this part, you not only have to be really, precise with your moves to avoid the dragon, but you have to get all the boxes in really easy jumps. Like, look at this, nom, 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 nom. Like, you need to be extremely careful, because not only with like the control stick, where you get like sweaty hands, so your fingers start slipping off the control stick, because you have to hold it down and not up. Like, that's why it gets really hard, because my finger's slipping off the control stick now, and if my finger slips off, then I'm done for. It's a good job they give you like Aku masks. And then last one. I missed that, but the dragon gets it for you. The dragon gets a few of them for you if you miss them. Oh no. I knew that would happen. Well, the dragon gets a few of them if you miss them, but it's not the point. You should really be getting them. See, and you also don't want to die in this level, because there's a death route that you can take later on in the level. And it's like, fair enough, the level's supposed to be easy, but I don't know, that part there is difficult. But now that we've come past the dragon, and we're back here, into the main section. Well, that technically was the main section, it's just like, not main gameplay, if you know what I mean. So there's another picture of Tiny. And that little green cobweb thing, that should have been the death route, but obviously I died, so we can't. There's a picture of the Komodo brothers and Engine. Very nice throwback to Crash 2. Slide under you, grab this, slide under you again, slide under you again, slide under you again. Grab this, and then we should have all 125. Oh. Ah. Well, that's a shame. I'm gonna just run back really quickly and see which box I missed. And if I missed a box in the dragon section, I am going to be pissed out of my chips. Ah, it was just a TNT box, thank Christ. I was about to be pissed off to shit. Hey! Okay. So we did miss out on the chance to grab a coloured gem, but I think I'll go back for that in my own time if I'm going to do a gem playthrough. Maybe no, I don't know. Lord Faster, you bum-poo. Thank you. Now, a few people were saying that the last episode was too long, how we're doing 3 episodes, I should say 3 levels per episode, because they said that's going to get the series over, like, really quickly. So I've decided to do 2, but I'm going to continue this one for now, so I'm just going to do, like, 2 in a boss fight. So that's 3 levels in total. But from now, I might do just 2 levels. I'm not sure, it depends how long they take.
Oh, I'm going to shake, rattle, and roll your Bandicoot butt.
Oh, we'll see. We'll see, pal. Well, I'm expecting next episode to take a lot longer than this one, because we obviously have a jungle level coming up which isn't too hard, but then we've got the first water stage in the game, and that stage is absolutely trash. So that's going to be fun. Load faster, please. Thank you. Let's go. So this level is honestly probably one of the funnest levels in the game, in my opinion. So not only is this Indiana Jones intro like very breathtaking, and is probably the best part of the level. It's not only is the rest of the level relatively fun, but this section of the level, oh my goodness, really, it is really fun. Whoop. Obviously, very frame rate issues on the GameCube. The controller vibration as well on the controller as you go through this section, it really makes you feel like you're on the minecart. Hey! So, the unique element to this is that you have to lean left and right to avoid the nitro crates, and then to grab the real crates as well. So now that we've come through this, we come onto the main level, which is actually pathetic in comparison to what we've just played. Because not only are enemy placements lazy, because we can just run around them and stand next to them and start teabagging them. Oh. Well, apparently the spin didn't work, you know, because my controller's a slight bit broken, so that was embarrassing. But anyway, so not only can we just stand next to them and teabag them, but like we can just run straight past them. It's honestly the laziest enemy placements I've seen. God damn it! I don't want to spin him because it'll blow up the TNT. Oh! Yeah, so the music to this stage, obviously amazing as usual. but the enemy placement, like I said, is very lazy. And because of how open and wide the stage is, it's actually hard to determine whether or not this level is supposed to be easy or hard. Because with like wider spaces and more obstacles and enemies, you'd think it'd be a bit harder, but it's actually relatively simple due to the enemy placement, which is a real shame. Because this level is actually relatively good. It's one of the best levels to play. Well, I personally think it's one of the best levels to play anyway, because I can just go back and play this level all day compared to other levels such as like Cortex or maybe like the boss fights. I mean, as much as I do enjoy playing the boss fights in this game, apart from boss 4 and boss 5, everything else is just meh. Like, the game constantly shifts in quality. Like, the game doesn't know whether it wants to be a good game or whether it wants to be a bad game. But in my opinion, it was more hit than miss, and it was more fun than boring. And due to the fact that it was one of my first ever games played, and it's still nostalgic to me today, that's why it's one of my favourite games of all time, as well as being probably one of the best platformers of all time in my opinion. Because not only did Traveller's Tales spice it up from the Naughty Dog formula, they decided to take a whole new turn on things and add more vehicles to the game, which makes half the game vehicle sections, which is bad because it's obviously supposed to be a platformer. But they implemented the vehicles so well, other than the submarine. Like they implemented it so well that it's actually a blast to play. So they did do good. So like I'm not gonna go for that. People criticize the game for being like heavily revolving around vehicles, but I personally don't mind that because I think the vehicles are actually relatively fun to play. Like, I know the internet's gonna hate me after saying that I support this game and it's my favourite game of all time. But, you know, we've all got our separate opinions. You know, some people might not like GD and insult me for playing it, but I don't give a shit. So if I insult your game, don't insult me for playing my game. Simple. 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we're on to the final stretch of the level, which has these really, really cool looking lasers. Like, despite the PS2's, like, obviously graphic limitations, I do think this part is one of the best parts of the level because not only do the lasers move so smoothly, like, you know, like in Tomb Raider with the arrows. Like, it's an easy section to navigate, and if I miss one box, I'm going to flip. Hey! Because when I was playing through this game on a FaceTime, I missed one box on this level, which pissed me off. And I didn't even realise that I missed a box. Okay, can you please load faster? And now that all the walk-through toilets are backed up, you know, we have some sort of poo here, we can now move on to the first boss fight, Rumble in the Rocks, which is a shit boss fight. This is probably one of the worst boss fights in gaming history. Honestly, it's poo.
Looks like the Bandicoot's been busy collecting crystals. I warned you, Bandicoot. Finally, I get to wrap my fingers around your puny orange neck.
Well, Crash doesn't even have a neck, but whatever. Like, they did get a notable voice cast, so obviously Rocco is voiced by Thomas F. Wilson, Wawa is voiced by Ollie Ermy, and we've got Mark Hamill for Pyro, and the Win one, Lolo, is voiced by the guy doing Crash's voice in the Insane trilogy, which is kind of cool. But then Crunch is voiced by the same guy who did Ganto in Lilo and Stitch, and it does suit Crunch, but the way they present his dialogue, I don't think it was very well done. But it's weird to see like how many voice iterations Aku, Crunch, and Uka have gone through. Because Crunch in this game obviously sounds like Gantu from Lilo and Stitch. But let's say Crash of the Titans, it's Mr. T for Christ's sake. How do you go from Gantu to Mr. T? And then Aku goes from nice and calm regular guy to some mad Jamaican guy who sounds like he's high. Like, I'm not saying high because, oh yeah, he's Jamaican, instantly assume he smokes weed. No, because the guy is Jamaican who voices him. I'm more than sure he's Jamaican. He's either Jamaican or he's African. I'm more than sure it's Jamaican though. But the guy talks like he's a pothead. Like, and this, like, it's a kid game, fair enough, but he's talking like he's on 10 lines of cocaine or some shit. So they did ruin Aku Aku. They ruined everyone in Crash of the Titans because of the redesign. But I do like Crash's redesign. Crash's redesign is actually really nice. Crunches I don't like too much. I don't like Coco's. I don't like Aku Aku's because I thought it was a completely different character first because of how fat he is. And then Uka. But then Uka. He doesn't. I don't think he looks like a Crash character anymore. He looks more like a horror film like type of guy. And I actually think it's quite a shame that we only ever get to see the Elementals once, and that's in this game. I think they should have brought them back in a future game. I don't know, maybe if Vicarious Visions decides to remaster Crash 4, which I'm more than sure they're not going to do. But even though I've gone onto the website countless times and emailed them about remastering the game because I really want this game remastered. Oh shit. Yeah, I really want to see this game on PS4 because it would look absolutely beautiful. I wonder what, it'd be cool to see what the Elementals look like and if they're going to get the original voice cast back to revoice them. Or if they're just going to just completely use the same audio clips. Which wouldn't be nice because obviously it would be really compressed. But there we go, that's Boss 1. That's how shit Boss 1 is. It's ridiculous, it's poo, it's awful, it's garbage. So we got a mini cutscene to watch after this, and then it's over. But look at this. Sneak shoes. To sneak allowed, suspended nitro upgrades. Hold the Z button while moving. This is the most useless power-up in the game, as we only get to use it 3 to 4 times. I shit you not, and they are in the bonus parts of the levels. It is absolutely useless for a power-up. And not only is my Z button slightly broken, so when I press it, it sometimes doesn't respond in it, and it let goes on its own. That's fun as well. Alright, let's watch this cutscene.
Cortex! When are you and that super weapon of yours going to put an end to that interfering Bandicoot? You are beginning to test my patience! I'm working on it, Uka. Listen, Crash, you may have outsmarted Rocco, but there are 3 more elemental masks where he came from. And just as luck would have it, they are all significantly more powerful. Ha! I have no doubt that the water elemental will make sure you never see the light of day. Yeah, the water boy and I are gonna take you out. Ooh, I'm gonna rip you limb from limb.
Well, you said you'd do that last time, but didn't really work. So let's save really quickly. And that is the end of the second episode of Cash Banuka, the Wretched of Cortex. So thank you for watching this episode. I obviously hope you enjoyed as usual. Please leave a like if you did. And also be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications if you're new to the channel to never miss a video of mine. So thank you for watching, and peace.